My bedroom window faced his. For as long as I could remember, Akari Tanaka and Minato Sakamoto had grown up side by side. Our mothers even joked we were practically siblings. But as the years passed, things started to change. And suddenly, just waving at each other through our windows felt different, charged, but neither of us ever said anything, not until the night of the summer festival. I was standing in my room, fussing with the ribbon of my pale pink yukata. I must have changed my hairstyle at least 3 times. Why am I so nervous? It's just Minato, I mumbled to myself, but my heart was doing a frantic little dance anyway. His younger sister peeked into his room. Want some help? No, I can totally do it. Maybe. Of course, he couldn't. She ended up tying it for him. You going with Akari? She teased. It's not like that, he shot back, a little too quickly. Hung. Sure. When Minato stepped outside and saw me waiting at the shrine gate, his words got all tangled up. Akari, you look different. I felt a blush creep up my neck. Different good or different bad? He looked at me for a moment, and then a small smile appeared. Watch this. I've trained 4 years for this moment. I couldn't help but giggle. Really. Goldfish scooping. And by training, do you just mean you think you're good at it? His net broke on the very first scoop. It didn't even touch the water. I, on the other hand, effortlessly caught 2 goldfish. How Minato cried out, throwing his hands up in mock despair. Skill, I said smugly, holding up my prize. You rigged it. Admit it. I decided to play along. Yep, I said with dramatic flair, I bribed the goldfish. He just shook his head, defeated but laughing. To make up for his crushing defeat, Minato bought me a candy apple. He was trying so hard to be smooth, but as we were walking and talking, he turned to say something at the exact same moment I turned toward him. Bonk. Our candy apples smashed right into each other, splattering sticky red syrup all over his cheek. I couldn't hold it in. I burst out laughing. Oh no, Minato, you look like someone painted you. Hey, that's not funny, help me clean it up. No way, use a napkin. He fumbled around in his pockets. He didn't have one. So, with my cheeks burning, I stepped closer and gently wiped the syrup off his cheek with my sleeve. For a second, our eyes met and held. The air grew warm, and the festival noise seemed to fade away. It felt intimate. I panicked. Let's go play ring toss. I squeaked, practically bolting away from him. I could feel his eyes on my back as I fled. He probably thought I was so weird, but I just couldn't handle that feeling. Not yet. We spent the next few hours wandering through the glowing stalls, the awkwardness fading back into our usual teasing and daring. Minato tried to win me a teddy bear at the ring toss game to redeem himself. He missed all 3 throws spectacularly. I didn't let him live it down for a second. Minato, I'm pretty sure that bear just personally rejected you. But between all the jokes and laughter, there were these soft, quiet moments. When a few early fireworks went off with a loud bang, I flinched, and he instinctively stepped a little closer. And when the night breeze picked up and I shivered, he slipped his jacket off and draped it over my shoulders without a word. We could both feel it. This warmth building between us, something we were both too nervous to name. As the main fireworks show was about to begin, we climbed the grassy hill that overlooked the entire festival. The sky above exploded into brilliant reds and deep blues. I sat down and hugged my knees, watching the colors reflect in Minato's eyes as he sat beside me. Remember when we used to catch fireflies right here? He asked, his voice soft. Yeah, I whispered. Back then everything was so simple. He let out a shaky breath. I kind of wish it still was, because now I'm scared of messing things up. I turned to look at him, my heart starting to pound again. Messing what up? This was it. I could see the battle in his eyes. He'd held these words in 4 years, but not tonight. You, us, everything, he said, his voice barely a whisper. I like you, Akari, a lot. I always have. My lips parted, but no sound came out. My heartbeat was suddenly louder than the fireworks booming overhead. I didn't know how to tell you, he continued, his gaze fixed on the ground. I didn't want to ruin what we already have. I reached out and gently poked his cheek, a silly childhood gesture that suddenly felt very, very grown up. You dummy. You didn't ruin anything. Minato blinked, looking up at me, his expression a mix of hope and disbelief. So, you don't hate me? I shook my head, a smile finally breaking through my own nerves. I like you too, I whispered. I have for a long time. His breath hitched. The tension that had been crackling between us all night thickened, becoming warm and electric. Just then, a huge firework burst above us in a shower of shimmering gold, lighting up his face. He leaned closer, hesitating for just a fraction of a second. Akari, I didn't let him finish. I placed my hand on his chest, feeling his heart racing just as fast as mine. Then I smiled, a real, genuine smile. You don't have to ask. His eyes widened slightly, then softened, and as our faces inched closer and my eyes fluttered shut, the distant noise of the festival faded into nothing. Finally, his lips met mine. It was a gentle, warm, nervous, perfect kiss. Not too long, not too short. Just enough to feel like the beginning of everything. When we pulled away, my cheeks were glowing as brightly as the lanterns below. Minato, our mums, are totally watching us from their balconies right now, aren't they? He groaned, leaning his forehead against mine. Absolutely. I laughed and rested my head on his shoulder. Well, I guess it's official now. He intertwined our fingers, smiling like the happiest idiot in the world. Best festival ever. Walking home, hand in hand, we could hear our mothers whispering excitedly from their respective balconies. I told you they'd kissed during the fireworks. I said after the fireworks, so technically I win the bet. I covered my face in embarrassment. Minato, we need to get new neighbors. He chuckled, squeezing my hand tightly. Too late, we're stuck with them. But at least I've got you, and with the warm glow of the lanterns lighting our path, we walked toward a future we'd been building since we were kids, one window at a time. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more stories.